Good morning, folks. Everything new under the sun. This is DEFCONlevel.com. This is an open source intelligence analysis organization as defined under the header there, DEFCON level warning system. And this is a warning system that is close to, approximates what probably the U.S. Army, U.S. military is considering for its own DEFCON level and its own raised awareness of nuclear weapons, offensive, defensive, etc., and what they're looking at. So let's take a look at this this particular. So it's at DEFCON 3. We're going to talk about that in a second. But what is this to beginning with? So DEFCONlevel.com, DEFCONlevel.com. DEFCON level warning system is a U.S.-based open-source intelligence gathering informative organization and community to keep public updated on current world events. We assess events and threat levels as accurately as possible through a variety of means to obtain open-source intelligence information. It says DEFCON level monitor military readiness, terror threats, as well as nuclear threats to the United States and to the world globally. Since we base our DEFCON status levels on both military readiness and nuclear threat risk factors, our alert level does not always indicate the risk of nuclear war, since both factors are tied together. So some interesting information there. Let's take a look at the levels now. So we're at DEFCON 3, so we're going to go over to the level indicator. Now let's start at the bottom here. So DEFCON 5, this is kind of the lowest readiness level. This is named fade out, quote unquote, or a blue alert. The next level up is double take, or green alert. And then the middle of the 5 is this roundhouse, or yellow alert. Let's just go over to yellow alert and have a look at this here. So DEFCON 3, or roundhouse, is an increase in alertness and military readiness, also known as yellow alert status. With DEFCON 3, the Air Force is in a higher state of level of readiness, so they can deploy and mobilize within 15 minutes. The alert color for DEFCON 3 is yellow. The meaning behind this condition level is similar to that of a yellow caution sign. We are prepared, cautious, in a military state of readiness. This condition represents a state of preparedness and high-level caution. So again, it relates to the level of alertness that Putin has put on his nuclear deterrence group and warheads and order. Now the next one here is level 2. This would be, I think this is just red if it actually showed up, but named fast-paced or red alert. Let's take a look quickly at the red alert definition. So here's the red alert definition. DEFCON 2, or fast-paced, is red color condition similar to a red alert warning. DEFCON 2 means we are at the next step to war or nuclear threat. During this alert level, the United States Armed Forces are ready and prepared to ship out in 6 hours' time or less, hence the name fast pace. So I think moving to 3 was a level change. We are now alert, prepared. The green was, there's something to be concerned about, but not a big deal. Maybe related to North Korea, ballistic missile launches, that sort of thing. 3 is definitely kind of a more active state when other countries are increasing their awareness of what's going on. So when it moves to DEFCON level 2 or 1, obviously, I think by the time we get to 1, we're effectively in World War. So number 1 is called cocked pistol. Let's just take a look at the definition there, and then we'll end the video here. DEFCON 1, also known as cocked pistol, is a white alert. DEFCON 1 is a white-colored alert status, and is a maximum readiness condition level that was initially created in 1959 by Joint Chiefs of Staff. Cocked pistol means that the United States is currently in a state of war, or that a nuclear threat is either in progress or imminent. So we don't want to be in DEFCON level 1. Again, we are in DEFCON level 3, yellow. If we move to the red alert stage, this is the key stage, obviously, to be worried about when it moves there, and then on into just all out World War III with DEFCON level 1. So interesting to cover these, watch these, pay attention. Note for communications. I am into amateur radio, ham radio, and one warning on one of the ham radio Facebook groups was to take a couple of your radios and wrap them up, put them inside a garbage can, and that protects them from electromagnetic pulse. It's a Faraday cage, effectively, to put them in a metal garbage can that is grounded. So this is a good time to, at DEFCON level 3, if you've got radios, even FRS radios, put them inside something similar to a Faraday cage, since if Putin does want to act, he is kind of less likely to use nuclear weapons to destroy buildings and people, more likely to use electromagnetic pulse and take out all the electronics, the power grid, the supply chains, etc., all things related to that. It's much more likely he would go after that because that's easier, and you don't need to bomb people conventionally these days. You just need to take out their electronics, their cell phone towers, and you can do that with electromagnetic pulse. Basically, a nuclear weapon that is exploded in the sky, 100, 200, 300 kilometers in the atmosphere, that would not only rain down nuclear fallout and particles, but more significantly overwhelm the electrical networks and computer chips and take down the technology of North America, and that would do much greater harm over the days and weeks ahead than a physical conventional military strike on a city or some facilities. So that's the kind of the biggest thing to be concerned about. Get some electronics in some Faraday cages, i.e., metal garbage cans that are grounded. And do you know what works best, real well for that? Garbage can cellars. They're already grounded. They're in the ground. They're temperate, and well, obviously it's a metal garbage can, so it acts like a Faraday cage. So something to be aware of. Also, disconnect your antennas if you have large antennas outside, such as for ham radio. Just leave them disconnected. That could be a game changer. Remember, when all this goes down, we don't know what's going to happen, but when it does, it's going to be too late to do anything about it. So that's why you have to kind of look at all the situations and deal with them all. So thanks for watching. I'll leave it there. DEFCON level 3. We'll see if it goes into DEFCON level 1. That is going to be a big deal. We'll see you in the next video.